and found out that I was downgraded to Windows 98. Yes, yes. And then I fell asleep in all the staff meetings because they sounded like this. Womp, 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 womp. I was like, I don't speak Charlie Brown. Yeah, yeah. So the interesting thing is though, I used to be like a telemarketer. Yeah. And one day, like I used to sound like a telemarketer all the time. And one day I called this lady up and I was like, hello, how are you? How is your day going? How is your family doing? Is life treating you well? And she seemed kind of annoyed with me. She's like, look, if you're calling to sell me something, I am not interested. She goes, in fact, I am about to eat with my husband. You have just annoyed us. Please lose our number. I said, Mom, you could have at least invited me over for dinner. But, you know, speaking of my parents, they're so kind. They've been married like 47 years. Woo. Yeah, I'll let them know you all clapped. But, you know, they invited me the other day to go out to eat at their favorite place. Well, you all, after about 3 rounds of samples at Costco's, we were stuffed, okay? But, you know, now I am an entrepreneur. Are there any risk takers in the room? Any entrepreneurs? Okay. Congratulations. Yes, I am an entrepreneur. And, you know, in fact, like, I was working myself so hard that I ended up having to go to the doctors. And I found out after he gave me a blood test that I was diagnosed with a deficiency. Yeah, it's kind of serious. A financial deficiency. And he weighed me, and come to find out, I weighed more than my bank account. Yeah. So the interesting thing was, though, is when I would go out to eat, the waiter would leave me a tip. When I passed by the panhandler would give me a hug. Yes. And then the interesting thing was when I went to the dollar store, I had a dollar store experience. Any dollar store shoppers out there? Oh, yeah. Man, it's great. So I went to the dollar store and I put all my merchandise on the counter and I handed the cashier my dollar coupons. And she looked at them and she was like, yeah, but they're for Chuck E. Cheese. So I was like, oh my gosh, I just don't know. But there was something else I wanted to share with you all, and my mind just went. But anyway, I realized that there's so much to be grateful for. Can we all agree? Yeah. Even, like 5 people are grateful. That's great. Gratitude, that's your attitude, all right. But, you know, I realized that, you know, when things seem like they're just getting really, really bad, they could be a whole lot worse. And then you meet other people who are like, oh, life is just, you're just like, oh, I'm so glad that's not my situation. Ooh. So, you know, the other day I was walking around here in D.C. and like normal, I got approached by a panhandler. And he was like, excuse me, miss. Can you spare me just a little bit of change? Just a little bit of change? I was like, sir, I'm sorry. All I have is plastic. He pulled out his cell phone and said, hey, I got a PayPal account. I could accept that. But anyway, my name is Angela Moore. You all, thank you. You've been so great. Have a great rest of the day.
Give it up again for Angela Moore. Who's out there drinking? Everybody drinking? Is everybody drinking? All right, good. Angela brought cake, so after the show, if you're looking for some cake, Angela got cake. Please eat the cake. She does not want to take the cake home. She made this very clear. She said, make sure these people eat cake after the show. So if you have kids, if you have dogs, if you have people on your street, get the cake to them and we'll have a good time. And so I'm going to just bring up the next comic. Start clapping right now, y'all. Start clapping. Start clapping. Eric Bowersox.
DC, give it up for you right now. Give it up. All right, how's everybody doing tonight? I really appreciate you coming out. We got any couples in the audience?
Yeah.
I don't really care, because I'm just looking for an excuse to bring up that I got into a new relationship. Segue, heard of it? And it's going pretty good, which is surprising for me, because a lot of my relationships before have been pretty rough. Pretty rough. We talking green side of the sponge rough, and I think it's because I have like a history of dating single moms, and it's pretty rough out there when you're dating single moms. This first time I ever did it, there was this chick Liz. She told me straight off the bat, hey, yeah, I got a kid, and I was like, all right, cool, like that's not a big deal. And I was like, well, where's the dad at? And she was like, oh, he's in jail. And I was like, sweet, even better. I never got to meet this guy. And so with him being in jail, I was like, oh, cool. Because that's like the worst part of dating single moms, is that awkward moment where you would ever have to like interact with the dad. But yeah, it's not too, with that, I was like, oh, jail, not too bad. I don't have to ever meet him. So I do remember I started getting close with the kid. And there was this one time I went to go say bye to him. And I was like, oh, hey, bye, buddy. We gave him a hug. Then when I gave him a hug, this little motherfucker, he leaned in, and he goes, hey, I just want you to know, my dad hates you. And I was like, well, your dad's in jail, so, and I'm backing your mom, so. No, I didn't really say that, but I wanted to, because I hated that kid. And I know kids, am I right? And I instantly I broke up with her, and because that experience really weirded me out. And so after I broke up with her, things were really rough. We talking like the sound a dog makes, and I spent some time single, and then after that started dating this chick Kim, and Kim was a lot older than me. And she's pretty good looking, and I was like, what's the catch? I had no idea. Well, we started dating for a little bit, then boom, she drops it on me that she has some kids. And I'm like, oh, been here, I know that game. And so I just went through with dating her. But she wanted me to be like that, like stepdad, like figure, like, oh, I want you to talk to him and shit like that. And I was like, that's not my game, but you know what, I'll do it. So she asked me one time, she goes, oh, well, Austin's not taking his Adderall, and he said it changes him, and blah, blah. And I was like, all right, so you want me to go talk to him? No problem. So I go, and I'm like, hey man, your mom really wants you to start taking your Adderall, and so and I'm supposed to talk to you about it, so let's make a deal here. I was like, listen, you take the Adderall, and you give it to me, and I'll say, and I'll dispose of it, and I'll tell your mom that I saw you took it. So essentially, I made a fifth grader my drug dealer, and it was a pretty good gig for a while. And and looking back on it now, if that doesn't send you to hell, I don't know what does. But so we dated for a while. It was good. Kim was a little bit crazy. But, I didn't mind it too much. There was this one time that the kids, it got just too much at one point, and I ended up ending that relationship. And so I moved on from there. And I'm really just buying time right now because I'm not really sure what else I have to say. I'm trying to remember where I left off at. So, yeah, we're in DC. How about that? Yeah, that's pretty cool. We got a new president. That's pretty cool, right? Trump coming out. A lot of people are worried about that. Probably a lot of my black friends. They've been pretty nervous. I sat down and told them, and I was like, hey man, I was like, I know Trump's president, and I know it may have not been the greatest thing, but I know what you're worried about. You don't have to worry about your life being 12 years a slave. Only 8. And I felt a little better about that. But I didn't get too many laughs. That was weird. But so I come from Bel Air. Anybody else in here from Bel Air? Yeah. Bel Air, Maryland. Woo! Yes, what's up, Fresh Prince? That's how it's going. But so coming here from Bel Air, I saw a sign. I'm not talking one from God, but I saw a sign. It said discount junk removal. And I was like, oh, okay, that's a little weird. But then I also got to thinking a little bit farther down the road. I was like, discount junk removal? Huh. Wonder if Bruce Jenner knows them. I'm just kidding. It's balls, really? Yeah, that's too much. It's too much. I've been waiting for enough time to go by. Too soon. But so I saw the sign and I was like, he probably doesn't need a discount. But it was weird because I don't stay up to date with the whole reality shows. I don't I'm not into that. So I really don't know what was going on in his life. But I saw a magazine, and I remember this was a couple years ago. I saw a magazine and it was like Vanity Fair, and it said, "Call me Caitlin." And I was like, you can tell me to call whatever you want. This is hot. This chick is pretty hot. And so I started reading the magazine, and instantly my opinion totally changed. I was like, oh no, Caitlin is Bruce is Caitlin. And it just, it weirded me out. And I had no idea. And then so usually what goes on throughout my day is like, that's what appears in my dreams. And like later that night, I go to bed. And I wake, in my dream, I wake up, Caitlin's in my dream, and she's making me breakfast. Oh, that's not even the worst part. It was Wheaties, and Wheaties is fucking gross, and I didn't know what to do. Like, I just really wanted out of the whole situation, but I had to eat it, because she was on the box, or he was on the box. I don't know how that works, but it was weird. And, tough crowd, okay, right. So Bruce Jenner drinks, okay, I got you. And so that was just a weird experience for me. But with Trump being president, I kind of hope like it just leads to like a full like string of celebrity presidents. Maybe like we got like Kanye West coming up. That'd be pretty cool. And then maybe like Ellen DeGeneres. That'd be pretty cool. We're gonna like get a woman, get a gay in there, knock it all out. And knock it out one election, it would be cool. Everybody'd be happy. That's all I'm looking for, is just everybody be happy. With bombing. When it comes to dating chicks, I haven't had like the best luck out there. Chick I'm dating now, it's going pretty good, and that's exciting. It's terrible. Some more, man. So I'm watching TV the other night, and I see like, there's a special for Charlie Brown, and I'm looking at these things, and like Charlie Brown is like still going on. Like we talking like 40, 50, 60 year anniversary, and I'm trying to figure out like who is excited about this. Like what parents are sitting their kids down and like, hey. We got, I don't care if you got our plans tonight, Charlie Brown and there's something about a bad tree is going to be on tonight, or a pumpkin, I don't know, I've never watched them, but, and I was just like, oh man, there's somebody out there that's really making their kids watch this shit, and there's so many good things on TV, and they're making them watch Charlie Brown still, and with Charlie Brown, it's like, there's somebody that grew up with it. Like that was all that was out there. It was just Charlie Brown, and they're making their kids watch this. Like, Dad, I don't want to watch this. It's really boring. I want to watch fucking other cartoons. And it's like, no, you're gonna watch Charlie Brown because it's called tradition. Heard of it? And I feel bad for that. I'm glad I never had to go through that. Yeah, so I really feel like I should practice this better. But hey, yeah, you live and learn. You find out things. You come out. This is my first time ever doing this. So yeah, why don't we get a round of applause for that? Yeah. I will tell you one thing that pissed me off. I came in here. I don't know where he is. There's a dude. I'm calling you out. I don't know who you are, but he has like a lot of dreads, and I brought in a bottle of champagne. And me and my buddy were drinking it. I sat it on that table. They said, "Hey, all alcohol gets sat on that table," and the dude finished it off. And I was like, "Oh, I didn't know it was a fair game table. If it was, I would have put nothing on it." But hey, you know, it shit happens. You live and learn. Yeah, so, yeah, everything's, I hope everybody really has a good night after this. I hope everything goes well. And for me, I'm probably going to hang out with my girlfriend after this. And, by the way, she's got 2 kids. So, some fetishes don't die. But, that's it for me. I hope you guys had a great time. That's all.
Give it up for Eric, y'all. So I was reading a news story. I don't know if you guys heard about this, but I was reading a news story, and in India, there was this guy who was married for 17 years. And he said for the past 10 years, his wife and him has not had sex. And so, to get back at his wife, he went and got a butcher's knife and made his penis a hostage. He told his wife, "If you do not have sex with me, I will cut my penis off." And apparently she looked at him and said, "Well, I don't feel anything anyways, go for it." And he cut